How effective is the combination of your main product and ancillary texts?
Today we're going to see 4 guests that did an amazing documentary called Transformation. Come in, girls! So, tell me a bit more about this fabulous and well-known documentary that you guys done, Transformation. First of all, thank you so much for having us on your show.
Yeah,
we're really glad to be here. And so, girls, do you want to say what the documentary is about?
Well, basically, we decided to do about a topic that is kind of people are forgetting about it or people are just ignoring it. We decided to do about transsexuals and people changing their sex and the different things that are within that, because we just have an idea that everyone is just a cross-dresser and we wanted to show that it's not just about that.
That sounds really good, girls. I also heard that you did a newspaper advert and a double-page spread. Could you please expand a bit more on that so people can see?
This was a double-page spread that we did, which was part of the ancillary task we had to do. We looked at various magazines that we wanted to put it in, and we found that the Crack was the most suitable one to put it in. The idea that we had was that we wanted to have the transsexual more like
To the front
of the picture, and everyone laughing at the back, so we can show that people are still ignorant about how they perceive like the transsexuals.
The next part of the ancillary task was a newspaper advert, and this we had a girl looking into the mirror and seeing a boy, so it sent out the message that she saw a boy inside her, so it also linked to what the documentary was mostly about.
Mm-hmm. And how did you link the channel that you're using, which is it's Channel 4, right? And the adverts and the newspaper double-page spread that you did?
Well, for the double-page spread, we decided to put it in the Crack magazine because the graphics we wanted to do was the same as in the Crack, and also the Crack magazine had sort of serious topics that they talked about, so the topic that we talked about was serious and we wanted to raise more awareness, and we thought that the Crack was the best for that.
And the newspaper was The Sun. We decided we wanted to put on that kind of newspaper because it's newspapers that everyone reads all the time, so they go into work, they pick it up because it's entertaining, even though it's not something where it's very very like how to say informative, just like everyday newspaper, and I think people actually look at those, and I thought that there it would be better to advertise.
It's also very excessive as it's very cheap and you can find it in lots of places. So that's what we thought. We wanted the message to get across. So we wanted to send it to a place that everybody could actually get with it and see what we're trying to send out.
And sorry, you can go.
And also because we decided for it to be for a mass audience, so we wanted it to be more widespread and for more people to actually know more about the documentary and actually watch it, to be more aware about the topic.
And why did you pick Channel 4 to air it?
Basically because we went out asking people where they watch most of their things, and we figured out that Channel 4 was one of like the most, after BBC, Channel 4 was the one that people watched the most. But because our budget wasn't as high to have a documentary in BBC and everything, so we decided to go for Channel 4, and especially the structure of our documentary.
And we also found out when we were doing the research for Channel 4, we also found out that they're a very more open channel. They have expressed and shown these type of programs before, so we did see that they have programs that involve a lot of serious subjects. So we decided that it would be a good place, and you know, it's a free view channel, so everybody's able to watch it. So that's what we thought.
And also because it's a contemporary topic, and it also has to do with the time it's on air. We decided for it to be at 9 p.m, which is when most 15 to 30-year-olds are actually watching TV and tuned on Channel 4.
Oh, that's okay. And where was the setting of this documentary? Well, we didn't have a set location. Obviously, it was inside London, but we did go to various places, right?
Like Soho.
Yeah, we went Soho. There's a High Street in Halsden, Oxford Circus.
We went to a house.
The transformation happened in one of the girls' houses, and so we didn't have a set location, but we did explore a lot of areas with different opinions, and we did realise that we did get different opinions on depending on which area.
And also because there were some things that went wrong on the days we decided to film. There was streets closed.
The rain.
There was once that Soho Square was actually closed because there was building going on.
Yeah.
So we had to choose other locations.
So from draft 1 to draft 5, we actually changed location a lot. We
Yeah.
didn't stay on the same location. But throughout the drafts, we could see how it changed depending on the location. Not that specifically on the last one you're going to see that, but you can see it when you watch all of them.
And how was your budget? How did you work around it? Was it okay? Was it too much?
When it comes to budget, it kind of changed a lot. We didn't have a very high budget, so we had to work with what we had. For the TV, we had, obviously it's much more expensive than on a newspaper or a magazine because it takes much more money and everything. So we did spend more money with the documentary than the ancillary.
Just to estimate, for it to be on Channel 4, it would be around £40,000 just to show
It's
up.
kind of
How is your documentary and ancillary similar?
Okay. Well, for the documentary and the double page spread, we had the same character for it. That one that had to transform and go out, and people had to look at her and think that she was a boy. So the people that we had in the ancillary behind her laughing were kind of some of the people that we met and had interviews with. So they were kind of ignorant, some of them. So that was similar to what we had for the double page spread.
yeah.
One of the similarities that we did see that we did want in our ancillary and our documentary, we definitely wanted to use the same character on the documentary and the ancillary so that the people could understand the message, and then maybe if they see the ancillary before the documentary, they'll realise that it's the same person, or if they see the documentary before, they will get the knowledge that it's the same person but getting dressed up.
And also the costume was exactly the same.
It was all exactly the same.
On the newspaper advert, on the double page spread, and the costume was also something that we decided we wanted to have the same. So when I'm dressed up as a boy, they're exactly the same for the double page spread, the newspaper advert and the documentary during the experiment. So that didn't change at all.
The thing is, we tried to keep it quite similar because we didn't want we wanted people to just look at it and know what documentary that was
And
or
relate ancillary to documentary straight away.
everything was kind of similar.
Even like Maria said, the people's reactions, like the way they have their hands on their face, it also reflected what we actually learned with the experiment
yeah,
we
that's
done.
true. That's
Or
true.
nearly every person that we interviewed was really shocked when they realised that it was actually a girl and not a boy.
Yeah.
We personally had a really good experience
We
making
did.
the documentary.
It was really fun.
And we grew up with it, we learned with it.
We learned a lot because it's not only the making of the documentary but also
The
research
The
you
planning.
do before, and the people we met throughout. It was really, really cool.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
before, we used to have like an ignorant kind of
Yeah,
not knowing about
definitely,
her.
yeah.
We grew a lot. Our
Yes.
minds changed along. Yeah.
Yeah. And I hope you guys enjoyed the documentary as much as we did.
Yeah.
And I hope you guys get a good image and information on it.